Alright, let's play a little bit of a game. What do these three Mario Kart games have in common? I'll give you a little bit of time to try to figure it out. Alright, time's up. They're all just Mario Kart 7. Oops. They're all just Mario Kart 7 again. Now, what do I mean by that? Mostly in terms of controls, but, with Mario Kart 7, what this game basically tried to do is, it was just a foundation Mario Kart. It's like, this game is what Mario Kart is. It doesn't pull out any quirks or innovates at anything, which is kind of a disappointment. Like, they could have done a lot, because we already knew what Mario Kart was. I mean, we had 6 games prior, as this game, the title of this one implies. But this one just felt like, back to the drawing board. This is what Mario Kart is. Like, if there was never a Mario Kart, this would have been the first one. Well, it does also try to be Mario Kart Wii on the go, I think. Or, a sequel to Mario Kart 7, similar to how, New Super Mario Bros. 2 was, just New Super Mario Bros. DS, but on the 3DS. So that's kind of what this one does as well, besides just being Mario Kart. It's not a great Mario Kart. Like, when you play it, it's fine, but it's great at being Mario Kart, if that makes any sense. It didn't really innovate all that much. Like, it added, like, 3 things, which were, the underwater sections, the gliders, most importantly, and the kart customizer, which is all fine and cool, but there's nothing that this game really has beyond that. But then, Mario Kart 8 comes along and basically just took everything that Mario Kart 7 did, which 7 got a lot right. I keep dropping this, and I've been re-recording this little bit. Anyway, Mario Kart 7, or 8. This one basically just took everything that Mario Kart 7 did and just got it right. And even added, its own little gimmick with the anti-gravity sections, which is, like, the main thing. And, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe also get that. Like, you can see the wheels are down, kind of like the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future. But, so this one got, basically took everything that this one did and it got right. The controls are the same. The only downside to this one was, it didn't have a great battle system. Or a battle mode. It didn't really even have a battle mode. Like, saying it had a battle mode is technically true, but you don't have any, battle tracks, and that just kind of ruins the whole experience. But that's beyond that. All the tracks in, these three have great tracks. 7, 8, and 8 Deluxe with its, DLC. And that's kind of weird with Mario Kart 8. They didn't bother fixing the battle mode at all. I get that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Like, with the game got updates, it got DLC, but this was like 2 years away with the Switch launch. So I think just leaving the battle mode alone, but then making that a main focus here would do well. Like, on the back of the box here, like, jump into news track. Where is it? Duke it out with a new and improved battle mode. That's kind of stupid to say, considering this didn't have a battle mode. It just didn't. So, yeah, they basically just took Mario Kart 7 and they got it right. I look at these games as 2 different games. As there's a little bit of mechanical changes. Like, this one doesn't have the purple sparks or the It doesn't have the double item boxes. You only get 1 item per slot, and you can't even, quote-unquote, use an item or hold it behind you like you could in the other Mario Karts while you get a new item. You can't do that really in this one either, but you technically can. This one, no. You only get 1 item at a time. But that's really minor stuff. But then there's Mario Kart World. Let's talk about this one, and oh boy. This just feels like a step down from Mario Kart 7, and that's kind of funny to say, considering there was, like, if we ignored this one for a little bit, it took them around 10 years. There is pretty much a 10-year gap, at least, between these 2 games, which is ridiculous to think. And looking at we get some new stuff, which is the 24 drivers, which that's kind of cool. There's the open road thing. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, Mario Kart was not intended as an open world game. Like, Minecraft or Breath of the Wild. I'm thinking they just looked at the Nintendo Labo vehicle kit. Like, there's a bit of free roam mode. We have a bunch of missions. I'm guessing Nintendo just looked at that and just decided, you know what, let's save that idea for the next Mario Kart and make that, like, the main focus of this. Just, you're going around the world. So, I don't really think that works. And there's also one of the main things I don't like about this is there's a lot of it that's just filler to give it that $80 price point. And I think I'm gonna defend the Switch 2 a little bit. $450 is not all that bad in today's economy. Like, the Xbox Series X was like $400 when that first launched, I think, if I remember correctly. And then it boosted up to $500. It's probably more right now. But at that price point, it wasn't all that bad. The PlayStation was like $500. So the console, the Switch 2 was like $50 less. I will not defend, of course, the price. This feels like a $40 game. It just feels like this, but worse. And a lot of it is just filler that, like, nobody cares about. Like, the free roam mode, nobody cares about it. The characters are just, they just picked whoever the fuck they wanted. They didn't even bring back Mii's, which was, like, kind of a big thing for, these three. And, even we had Mii playability. This one doesn't have that, which is a letdown. And, one main thing that I really don't like about this is, the ability to, or the choice to make it so with the races, you are driving in between tracks, which I thought initially would mean, like, okay, you do this track, and then you have another race in between, this track and then the next track. But no, it's not like that. It's still just 4 races, which either mode would have been lame, and I really think that just discredits the tracks themselves. So basically, it just shortens the focus on the tracks and doesn't show as much appreciation for driving on tracks. It's like, what's the point of tracks if you're just running around the entire world? Like, that's not cool or fun. But, control-wise, I will say, yes, technically speaking, this one has the best controls. And, the grinding ability is cool. I like that. But as a whole, is this an $80 game? No, it's not. It's $40. But, of course, I pathetically bought the physical release. Because, when I went to GameStop to get a Switch 2, I noticed, hey, I finally have enough money. I can get Mario Kart World and the Switch 2. So I went and down there and got there. They didn't have the bundle, and even then, I probably would have just gotten this anyway, because I like having physical media, even though there's nothing on the card. I don't have it in the case right now. It's stored away in my Switch's case, and I just carry it on me. And even then, I don't play it. Ooh, it's got some artwork, if you can barely see through all that red. There's a little bit there of Mario's M poking out, if you can barely see that. So, I don't think this is a bad game. There's worse Mario Karts than this one. But as a whole, is this really an $80 game? Is it really a good Mario Kart? No. It's worse than this one. I can't really think of anything else to say, so hope you enjoyed. By the way, if you made it all the way to the end, thanks. But, just real quick, I'll mention that I'm working on the next Case episode, which will not mention this one at all, but it will have the other Mario Karts, so just wanted to give an announcement. That was the word I was looking for. Couldn't think of it. An announcement for the next Case episode, which is going to be all the Mario Karts outside of this one. So, when that's out, go ahead and watch that. I promise I'm putting a lot of work and time and effort into that one. It's going to be worth your time.